high base, as you can see over here. Welcome to another Explore Everyday video, Independence Day, the 4th of July, and we have a storm chase today. And I am taking a new vehicle today because every time I have a storm chase, it feels like I have a bed full of compost and stuff that needs to get dropped off. So I am going to leave the trusty Dodge at home and hop in the wife's Cherokee over there for a ride in comfort today. Looking forward to it. Heading south down 35. Join along and let's go find a storm.
I'm so far away from home, in this desert of regrets.
We are on our first storm. We are down somewhere near Burnsville, Apple Valley, Eagan area. We got a storm coming in here. It's not severe right now or anything. Very high base, as you can see over here. We're gonna get some pretty good rain. I'm just gonna try to stay on the very south side of it here. Just taking a few pictures with the Sony. I'm not going to set up a time lapse. I think we're going to get pushed into the rain here pretty quick. It's already kind of raining on me a little bit. But there's the full view of the storm. So I'll stick around here a bit. Maybe drop a little south to stay out of the rain and see what the storm looks like from there.
Never thought that I would have to let you go. Tell me, how can I forget? If I could travel back in time, I'd lay a blanket full of stars to brighten up the darkness of our sleepless nights. I'd find a way to make you smile. Your fall, even if you don't love me, even if you don't love me, I will break your fall, even if you don't love me, even if you don't love me.
Alright, so this storm has a pretty cool look to it, really high base, but I got a time lapse going here, so I got my 14mm out on my Nikon. I'm going to go ahead and just shoot a quick time lapse, 250 shots. I'm still dry, so we'll see how long that lasts, but pretty photogenic. Kind of liking it, so just shoot this quick and then keep moving south. Alright, I'm down in Albert Lea, Minnesota, and it is decision time. I've got a storm right here that's to the north of me. If I go west on 90, which is right over here, I can get kind of the south end of that storm pretty quickly. But that's the only storm. It's not severe warned, and it is moving northeast up towards closer to the Twin Cities. I also have a storm, more bigger cluster of storms down in Iowa, just across the border. Probably 30 minutes from me, so I think that's probably the route I'm going to pick. It's going to give me more options in this one storm, and I'll already be in place if those clusters decide to get their act together. All right, so here's what we're looking at. That northern storm up there is the one we can see from where I'm at, and we have this southern cluster down in Iowa there, that is what is going to be my target. You can see there is one severe warning storm down there. And if I can quick move this around a bit, you can see there's substantially more storms behind that, whereas that northern storm, there's nothing behind it. So I'm going to drop south on 35, maybe 20-30 miles, and get in position for that southern cluster right there, that severe warning storm, which is going to come right to 35. Clem, Iowa, near Clem, Iowa. Got a line of storms getting really outflowy right here. Moving all along here. Going all the way up. I'm at the very tail end right here. Maybe we'll get some kind of tail end Charlie. It's coming up quick here. There is some rotation up in there. So I'm gonna start popping back west here. So we are right in between storms right now. We got a little cell right over here. So I've got my 14mm over here, time-lapsing that one. So we got that storm there. Then we got the stronger storm up over here. That's got a decent hail core on it actually. So I've got my 24-70 right here, time-lapsing on that one. And we'll see how long we can stay dry. I mean, the line is coming at us, so I'll let these run. I got them shooting every second. We'll see how long we can let these run. I mean, we are right on the edge of clear sky. It is probably blown out, but it's pretty clear, I don't know, 15 miles that way. So I'm gonna let this go. There's already drips coming down, but that's a cool looking storm over there. I'm gonna take a few more shots of it, and it's probably a time to start moving home. Probably got a 2.5 hour drive to get home out of Iowa here, and be home, you know, right when the family gets out of a movie later. Should be good timing. you what, chasing in Minnesota, I know I'm in Iowa, but we're close, is so frustrating. I watch all the videos, I watch all the storm chasers on the southern plains. They just get nice isolated storms like this, clear skies all around, structures, sculpted storms, and they don't go anywhere. They just sit there. I've got a line of rain coming at me here. It's starting to fill in the horizon. I got less than 5 minutes left here. But that's a pretty storm right there, and I'm just gonna have nowhere to go with it. The rain's gonna take over, and it's already starting to come in here, so it's frustrating. I just want a nice clean storm for once. It happens every now and then, but not as often as I would like. So the storms have passed. I stopped and I was hoping to get a big dramatic wall of clouds as they went past. I mean, the sun's been out for a while now. I did find this little grassy area here with a tree at the end of it, and we had a full arcing rainbow going over it. A little bit of rainbow left over the trees over there. So I flew the drone, shot a time lapse there, took some stills of the full arcing rainbow. It was pretty cool with all the foreground here sunlit and the back sky very dramatic, you know, very dark with that rainbow. So gonna start heading north towards Minnesota. There's some storms out in southwestern Minnesota moving towards 35, so that's kind of my goal, to see if I intercept those on the way home. That'll be the next stop. All right, so it's about 6 o'clock. I'm done with storms in Iowa, as you can see here. But there are a few more storms that have popped up in Minnesota, southwest Minnesota, kind of near between Marshall and New Ulm. And they are moving east, so I'm where that blue circle is. I gotta go north up to the Minneapolis area. So I may take my time and see about intercepting these storms out in western Minnesota that are starting to move east. I can see the tops of them from where I'm at. So I'm gonna get north, get back into the motherland, and see where those storms are at. After the line of storms passed, I started north on 35 as the sky cleared, with the decision I'd have to make as I approached I-90 near Albert Lea. Continue north on 35 and be home in 90 minutes? Or take the exit west and drive 60 miles out of the way for a non-severe storm that could easily fall apart before I even get there. It was the 4th of July after all, but our city canceled their fireworks celebration due to the potential of rain and severe weather. My family was entertained, and that voice in my head kept reminding me I won't regret the gamble when it's snowing and -5 in January. Off to the west I went for that isolated storm that I'd earlier complained we never get.
From my dusty lips hangs a half smoked cigarette that I picked up off the cold ground. Been trying to break these patterns, but it looks like they'll stick around. At least I won't lose my rhythm or my
Look what we have here. We've got structure. So far it was worth the drive. The bugs are crazy bad out here, but we got a good looking storm kind of bowing out a bit here. We got one time lapse running. Wanted to get some video quick. Let's keep moving east with this.
Half alive on the county line, trying to keep up with the sunset. It gets dark so early now. If I wanna hold her so tight, maybe she's stuck around. But she's gotta keep her independence and her edge. So it goes out along the highways and the hedges, out along the highways, out along the highways, out along the highways and the east of level now. The spirits are upon me now. I can feel them closing in. I've never been the leader of men, but you can follow me out to the edges, out along the highways, out along the highways.
Well, that was quite a way to spend 4th of July here in 2024. Okay storm chase. It wasn't great. Made it down into Iowa. I mean, we got some pictures, lots of shelf clouds today. This is the remnants of that last well-sculpted shelf cloud we got. So this is the wrap. It was a fun chase. I'm about an hour and a half from home. Thanks so much for watching. Please hit that subscribe button. Please hit that like button. If you like storm chasing, if you like Aurora, if you like Milky Way astrophotography, hit that subscribe button. Let your friends and family know. Any help I can get to grow this channel would be greatly appreciated. And we will see you in the next adventure.